Good morning, boys and girls. Today is Thursday, September the 3rd, so you will need your Thursday folder to get out what you need for your Thursday work. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to be doing today is we're going to be doing our SEL. So you will need your brain for your SEL. Yesterday, when we talked about SEL in our brain, we talked about things that our brain already knows, things that we're already trained to do. And I told you that I was trained to drive. My brain's trained to make a quilt, My brain's trained to do sewing. My brain is trained to cook. My brain is trained to do a lot of cleaning. Okay, so those are some things that my brain is already trained for. Today, we're going to fill in our brain that it's not trained yet or in training. Things that we want our brain to learn, what we might want to learn, or maybe some things that we're still learning that we're not really good at yet. So you're going to need to put your name right here. So mine would say Mrs. Patterson's Brain in Training. Okay, so you need to make sure your name is there. And then in the different spots in the brain, and I'm going to ask you to come up with 5 today. Yesterday I said at least 10. Today I want you to have at least 5. If you can come up with more, that's absolutely great. Okay, 5 things that you want to train your brain to do. Okay, so here's one for me. Swimming. Mrs. Patterson gets in the water, but Mrs. Patterson really does not know how to swim to be able to swim in a contest or anything like that. I can get in the water and I can swim well enough to stay afloat so that I don't drown, but I really never learned all the strokes of swimming or diving. So Mrs. Patterson could put swimming in here because I haven't learned all that yet. Okay. Another thing that Mrs. Patterson is not really good at yet is how to knit with the yarn and to make baby blankets and quilts and shawls and sweaters out of yarn. I've tried it, but I'm not real good at it. So I could put the word knit in one of them because I'm still training my brain to knit. Okay, another one that I'm training my brain at, that I'm still working on and training my brain at, would be skating. I can go frontwards pretty easy on my skates. As long as there's 4 wheels, I can't do 2 wheels on a skate. But I never learned how to go backwards, to skate backwards. So I'm still training my brain to skate. Okay, I'm still training my brain to skate. Another thing that I never trained my brain at, that I would really like to train my brain to do, and that is to ski on the snow. Never learned how to ski on snow with snow skis. I think it'd be fun, but I'd never learned to do it. So I could put down that I want to learn to ski. I want to ski in the snow. Okay? Let's see. Another one would be that I would want to train my brain to draw better, to be more of an artist. And you guys know that. I tell you that every day. Mrs. Patterson is not an artist, but I would love to be able to learn to draw better, to become an artist. Okay? And then one more thing that I would like to be able to do. I would like to be able to play an instrument. I kind of picked around a little bit on a guitar, but I never learned how to do it. Both of my sons know how to play the guitar. Okay? My other son knows how to play the drums. Never learned how to do it. So I would like to play an instrument, learn to play a musical instrument. So those are my things that I would put on what I want to train my brain to do. So remember, put your name. For your name, your brain in training, list at least 5 things that you would like to train your brain to do. What you want to learn to do. Maybe it's a new sport. Okay? Maybe it's something else. So train your brain. What do you want to train your brain to do? Okay, good luck.